Tiny Bible Tales, episode Joseph and Benjamin, a brother's test. True change is shown in how we treat others. Have you ever wondered if someone has really changed? Joseph did. His brothers once sold him as a slave, and now, years later, they were standing in front of him again. But Joseph had a test, a secret test, to see if their hearts had truly changed, and it involved his youngest brother, Benjamin. The famine in the land grew worse. No food, no crops, no hope. Back in Canaan, Joseph's father Jacob told his sons, "Go back to Egypt and buy more grain." But there was one problem. Joseph had warned them, "Do not return unless you bring your youngest brother." That brother was Benjamin, Joseph's only full brother, the one he hadn't seen in years. Jacob didn't want to lose him too. He had already lost Joseph. He couldn't bear to lose another son. But hunger pressed in, and at last, with trembling hands, Jacob said, "Take him. Go. May God protect you all." When Joseph saw Benjamin, his heart leapt with joy. He tried to stay calm, but he couldn't. He ran out of the room and wept. "That's my little brother," he whispered through tears. He washed his face, pulled himself together, and returned. Then he gave them a surprise, a huge feast. He seated them in order of age, oldest to youngest. And the brothers looked at each other in shock. "How does this man know our ages?" they whispered. Then Joseph did something even stranger. He gave Benjamin 5 times more food than the others. Meat, bread, grapes, honey, more than Benjamin could eat. But this time, the brothers didn't complain. They didn't argue. They didn't grow jealous. They simply smiled and enjoyed the feast. But Joseph wasn't finished. The next morning, Joseph filled their bags with grain, enough to feed their families for weeks. But in Benjamin's sack, he hid something special, his own silver cup. As the brothers began their journey home, a steward rushed after them, shouting, "Stop! You've stolen my master's cup!" The brothers gasped. "No, we are honest men. We would never do that." "Then search the bags," the steward said. One by one, they opened them. Nothing, 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 until they opened Benjamin's. There it was, the silver cup. The brothers froze. Their hearts sank. Benjamin didn't steal it, but the cup was in his bag. They tore their clothes in sorrow and went back to face Joseph. Only one must stay, the one with the cup. And then Judah stepped forward. He bowed low and said, "Please, my lord, let me stay instead. Take me. Let Benjamin go home to our father. If he is lost, it will kill him." Joseph watched closely. Judah, the same brother who once said, "Let's sell Joseph," was now willing to give up his life to save Benjamin. Joseph's eyes filled with tears again. They were not the same men. They had changed. Joseph's test had worked. His brothers had passed. They were no longer jealous. They were no longer selfish. They had become protectors. They had learned love. They had found compassion. True change doesn't come from saying sorry. It comes from what we do, how we protect others, how we sacrifice, how we love. What do you think Joseph did next? Did he finally tell them who he really was? Did the brothers recognize him? Find out in the next tiny Bible tale, when Joseph reveals everything in one of the most powerful family reunions in the Bible. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a story.